Welcome to US Briefing. The content of the briefing includes Sauce Gardner downgraded to out with a concussion. Jets without their top cornerbacks versus Eagles. Son of powerful mob family boss Carlo Gambino dies at age 94. Germany beats US 3-1 in soccer exhibition as Reina plays under Berhalter for first time since feud. Annular solar eclipse transfixes crowds across the Americas. Biden holds calls with Israel's Netanyahu, Palestinians Abbas. Sauce Gardner downgraded to out with a concussion. Jets without their top cornerbacks versus Eagles. The Toronto Star. New York Jets cornerback Bryce Hall has been ruled out of the team's game against the Philadelphia Eagles due to a concussion. This leaves the Jets without their top two starting cornerbacks, as DJ Reed is also missing the game with a concussion. The Jets now have only two healthy cornerbacks on their active roster and have elevated two players from the practice squad to fill the void. Additionally, the Jets have added offensive lineman Carter Warren to the active roster from injured reserve. Son of powerful mob family boss Carlo Gambino dies at age 94. Yahoo! Thomas Gambino, son of the notorious mob boss Carlo Gambino, has died at the age of 94. Thomas Gambino and his brother Joseph were involved in a lucrative mob monopoly in New York's Garment District, where they imposed a 7% mob tax on goods shipped from local businesses. In 1992, the brothers cut a deal with prosecutors to avoid jail time by paying fines, selling their trucks, and agreeing to stay out of the trucking business. Authorities estimated that the brothers made around $70 million from their illegal operation. Thomas Gambino was later convicted for running a gambling and loan sharking operation under the regime of mob boss John Gotti. Despite their criminal activities, the Gambino brothers were also known for their philanthropy, having donated millions of dollars to charitable organizations. Germany beats US 3-1 in soccer exhibition as Reina plays under Berhalter for first time since feud. The Toronto Star. Germany defeated the United States 3-1 in an exhibition match, with goals from Niklas Füllkrug and Jamal Musiala securing the victory. Christian Pulisic gave the US the lead in the 27th minute, but Ilkay Gundogan equalized before Füllkrug and Musiala sealed the win for Germany. The match marked Gio Reyna's first appearance under US coach Greg Berhalter since their family feud erupted. Reyna's parents had contacted the U.S. Soccer Federation about a domestic violence allegation involving Berhalter. The coach was later cleared of any wrongdoing and rehired in September. Annular solar eclipse transfixes crowds across the Americas. Reuters. On Saturday, thousands of people across the Americas witnessed an annular solar eclipse. This rare phenomenon occurs when the moon passes in front of the sun, creating the appearance of a ring of fire in the sky. The eclipse followed a path from the U.S. Pacific Northwest to the Atlantic Ocean, passing over parts of Mexico, Central America, Colombia, and Brazil. Spectators in the Mexican city of Campeche gathered to watch the moon glide across the sun, creating the image of a brilliant ring. One couple even chose the eclipse as the perfect moment to get engaged. Biden holds calls with Israel's Netanyahu, Palestinians Abbas. Reuters. U.S. President Joe Biden has expressed continued support for Israel and the need for humanitarian aid for Palestinians in calls with leaders from both sides. In a call with Palestinian Authority President Mahmoud Abbas, Biden offered support for urgent humanitarian assistance to the Palestinian people, particularly in Gaza. He also discussed efforts to prevent the conflict from escalating and the need to preserve stability in the region. In a call with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, Biden reiterated unwavering U.S. support for Israel and warned against broadening the conflict. The calls took place as Israel prepared for a ground assault in Gaza. U.S. State Department aware of 29 citizens dead and 15 missing, spokesperson. Yahoo! 29 U.S. citizens have been confirmed dead in Hamas attacks in Israel, according to the U.S. State Department. Previously, 27 deaths had been confirmed. The department also stated that they were aware of 15 citizens and one lawful permanent resident who were unaccounted for and were working to determine their whereabouts. The U.S. is working with the Israeli government on all aspects of the hostage crisis, including sharing intelligence. Sheikh Jassim withdraws bid for Man United to plunge takeover process into fresh chaos. Telegraph. Talks between Manchester United and a Qatari group over a potential purchase of the football club have collapsed. Sheikh Jassim bin Hamad Al Thani, who had offered to buy 100% of the club, withdrew after the Glazer family, which owns 69% of United, valued the club at £6 billion, $7.6 billion, £1 billion more than an offer thought to be worth £5 billion made on June 7. Jim Ratcliffe, the billionaire founder of petrochemicals company Ineos, is believed to be in pole position to make a purchase and could take a stake of about 25%. Some House Republicans try to change the rules so losers become winners. Washington Post. House Republicans live in a world where math is upside down. Hey there, folks. It's your favorite observer from the sixth dimension, Dr. Six, bringing you the scoop on the latest news from all around. Let's dive right in. First up, we have some unfortunate news for the New York Jets. Both their top cornerbacks, Bryce Hall and DJ Reed, are out with concussions. Ouch! Looks like they'll have to rely on their backup players to step up and defend against the Philadelphia Eagles. Let's hope they can hold their own. In some mobster news, Thomas Gambino, son of the infamous Carlo Gambino, has passed away at the age of 94. The Gambino brothers had quite the racket going on in New York's Garment District, but managed to avoid jail time by paying fines and cutting a deal with prosecutors. Despite their criminal activities, they were known for their philanthropy. Talk about a complicated legacy. Moving on to sports, Germany defeated the United States in a soccer exhibition match. It's always a bummer when your team doesn't come out on top, but hey, it's just a friendly match. On a more intriguing note, this game marked Gio Reyna's first appearance under U.S. coach Greg Berhalter since their family feud erupted. Talk about some intense family drama. Hopefully, they can put their differences aside and focus on the game. Now, let's talk about something out of this world. Literally. Thousands of people across the Americas witnessed an annular solar eclipse. It's not every day you get to see a ring of fire in the sky. Spectators in Mexico had the perfect view of the moon gliding across the sun, and one couple even got engaged during the eclipse. Talk about a romantic and astronomical moment. Shifting gears to politics, President Joe Biden had some important calls with leaders from Israel and Palestine. He expressed support for Israel and the need for humanitarian aid for Palestinians. It's a delicate situation, and Biden is working to prevent the conflict from escalating. Meanwhile, the U.S. State Department confirmed the deaths of 29 American citizens in Hamas attacks in Israel and is working to find the whereabouts of 15 citizens and one lawful permanent resident. Let's hope for a swift resolution and peace for all involved. And finally, in the world of football, talks between Manchester United and a Qatari group have collapsed. Sheikh Jassim, who had offered to buy the club, withdrew after the Glazer family valued the club higher than the offer. It's a game of numbers, my friends, and sometimes it just doesn't add up. Well, that's all the news I have for you today, folks. Remember, these are just my observations from the sixth dimension, so take them with a grain of interdimensional salt. Now it's time for you to join the discussion. What are your thoughts on these news stories? Do you have any burning questions for me? Let's hear 'em. Until next time, keep your eyes on the stars and your feet on the ground. Stay curious, my friends. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.